I am in the studio and I'm going to review flex shafts and Dremels. And so I use these a lot for lapidary work, finishing lapidary work for the final polish, and then also for jewelry. So I have 4 different tools that I'll be reviewing. 2 of them come from Harbor Freight, and one is a Dremel, and one just an Amazon Fordham. So rotary tool with a shaft. So why would you use rotary tools, flex shaft rotary tools, for lapidary work? I use a lot of my flex shaft tools for lapidary work and fine finishing, especially for opals and, oh gosh, brain fart, fire agates. For opals, I like to use this. So this is from Diashine, and Diashine is not cheap. Diashine is a pretty expensive brand. These are diamond impregnated leather wheels. These give a mirror finish to opals. They also help provide a mirror finish for fire agates. They can be used for agates of any kind, but due to the cost of these, I would probably not use them on all stones. This is the Diashine paste. This is an ultra fine Diashine. Here's their brand logo, and I'll show you on the website here soon. So that's Diashine, D-I-A Shine. And so if we come over here to my computer, Diashine has this amazing website, and here I'll get you guys out of the sun of reflection. And they have a ton of different tools to choose from for high-end polishing, all set up for a rotary tool, with the correct shaft sizes that you can use in the Harbor Freight, or you can use in a flex shaft, or you can use in the Dremel. And so the only thing is, these are relatively expensive. So these are the really fine, thin rounds. They're diamond impregnated. They give a great finish, but yet $19, and it will wear out after about... If you're using it on opals, you can probably get through maybe 20 to 50 opals, depending upon how much you use to grind off. But if you're using it on fire agates, these wear relatively quick. So, but they are inexpensive, they're flexible, they are reliable, they give an amazing polish and finish to stones. Here is the diamond impregnated leather one that I use, so this is one of them. But if you head to the Diashine website, they have brushes, packages, burrs, a ton of different stuff. So this actually, I think this is used for dentists, and I think that they use this on porcelain, on teeth, as well as porcelain crowns and caps. And so as like for lapidary and cabochons, the Diashine works really well for opals finished, for the opal finish, as well as for the fire agate finish. And at that point, you need a flex shaft tool to use the bits that they sell. So the first flex shaft I'll review is this booger right here. This is the Amazon SR series. And I think if you put in flex shaft or Fordham, this will pull up. So this is a kind of a rip-off knockoff model of the Fordham. It has a pedal, and my pedal is right down here. And the pedal does a really good job of controlling the speeds. So it's very much like a car. You slam down on the pedal and it goes faster. The nice thing about this tool is that we have an off, a reverse, and a forward. And so there are multiple, getting the heads off is relatively easy. You put your little screw head in here, throw it to the reverse, and it takes the screw out. Put your screw back with your new head that you're using, throw it to the forward, and you get your head back on. So these items are great. I have not had a problem. The only thing I've had to replace on these is the interior of this flex shaft. Those you can purchase for, I think $19 was the last time that I bought one. And so they're pretty easy to change out, and it's just from bending. So if you're bending this shaft, the more you bend it, the more likely it is that this will break sooner. But you will be replacing shafts in this, so that's the major downside of this. And I'll show in a later video how to replace the shafts, because it's a pretty easy thing to do, but it's not intuitive at all whatsoever. So, and each one of these heads is a little bit different in the way that they remove. So, okay. The second option beyond the Fordham is the Harbor Freight Fordham flex shaft tool, and the head is very similar. The shaft is the same quality. So it is adjustable, an adjustable chuck. Well, adjustable, and the chuck comes with it, I guess. I think the chuck is the actual tool that tightens it up. So this has no reverse speed, no neutral, no forward. That is the big negative of this tool. It is smaller, so it is a smaller tool, easier to mount. It does come with a pedal. So this is the pedal. The only thing I don't care for, it is very hard to control the speed on this. So the pedal is very sensitive. It should be controlling the speed, but quite honestly, it's pretty much fast or nothing. For a cheap, I think these are $49 from Harbor Freight, this flex shaft tool. For a $49 flex shaft tool, it's okay. It's an okay tool. Take it for a grain of salt. Just know that the pedal doesn't quite control the speed on it. There is no neutral or off, and there is no reverse. You really don't need the reverse, but it's kind of nice being able to remove the heads of the tools easier with the reverse, and saves a little bit of time and frustration. The shafts, like I said, they're comparable to the SR model that I showed. They do break from time to time, but they're standard length shafts, so super easy to replace. You can purchase a warranty from Harbor Freight and just return it as it breaks. That is the benefit of Harbor Freight. They have the 2-year and 1-year warranty. So now down to these guys. So one of the reasons why I stopped using a Dremel in general, or a Dremel style rotary tool, is the fact that I set up a fish tank in my studio. And so this is a fish tank set on its side with holes that I've cut in cardboard for my hands to go in. And the tool, the flex shaft tool, will go into the hole with me, along with the stone, and grind on stuff. And I'm sorry, I did not clean this off before I started this video. I should have. But I use this for polishing jewelry, grinding silver, grinding stones, and this contains the dust. So that my studio is not dusty. But look at this. This is like after a week of not cleaning my studio, the dust has all gotten over my hands. When you use one of these, this will filtrate in the dust into its little engine. And that does wear them much quicker, I feel. These do have magnets, so they're rotary, not brushless motors. The magnets need to be replaced from time to time. I've found that it's not that the magnets go bad, it's that the speed operative no longer works after a period of time. So you no longer have a speed setting of any value. So the good thing about this, if you're just starting out, this is what I purchased when I just started out. So this is $26 for these. You can buy a 1-year warranty or a 2-year. I'd buy the 1-year warranty if you're using it a lot. It's $6.99 for the warranty, I believe. And when you return it, it is $6.99 for the new one, because you're buying another warranty on the new one. these are nice. They do come with different sizes for the chuck insert. Yeah, so for the money, for $26, for something that will last you for a month or two if you're grinding a lot of stones and you're just starting out, get it. If you want to go one model up, here is the Dremel. So this Dremel, I believe they sell these for $69, $79, $89. So honestly, if it were an option between this versus this, order this. Don't get this. And the reason being, again, the speed control does not work after a while. It filtrates in junk into its motor, and you can get a shaft for this and hang this and have a shaft. The shafts for the Dremels are proprietary to them, so their shafts cannot easily be replaced by replaceable shafts for the Fordhams. So if the shaft breaks, you're kind of left buying another relatively expensive shaft. The motor brushes do wear out relatively quick. The one benefit of a Dremel, never buy an extended warranty on a Dremel, ever. Never. Why is that? Dremel has a lifetime guarantee. Let me repeat that. Dremel has a lifetime guarantee. So, do me a favor. If you have a Dremel that's sitting at home that doesn't work, go to, this is usdremel.com, support services and repair. So if you just Google Dremel service, this website will pull up and you will see it has the Dremel logo, and then right there is an address for their service. So with that address, write a little note to Dremel. My little note reads, "Thank you so much for servicing my multi-tool. It stopped working in the middle of a job and I'm not sure why. My return address is," and then I give them my return address. That is going into my little package that I'm going to send off to them with my Dremel, which is right here. So save shipping, Dremel. Thank you very much. And you do have to pay for shipping. So you'll have to pay for shipping to Wisconsin. And then they will send you back either your Dremel tool fixed or a brand new Dremel tool. So never purchase a warranty on a Dremel, ever. Chicago, best bang for the dollar for, polishing stones. $30, buy the warranty, only 1 year, because you'll be returning it in 6 months, or sooner. This booger is probably the best purchase I've ever made. Remember, shafts are a good thing to buy right off the bat. If you're doing like I am, where you've got it kind of bent around into a fish tank to enclose any kind of debris, always invest in extra shafts. So this is what the shaft on the inside looks like. Yeah. They just kind of bolt on to a shaft head, and then they have this spring around them all the way to the end until they get to the key. Oh my gosh, where's my screen on this? There's the key that goes into the tool head. And so that is if you break the shaft. I think the replacement shafts are like $14 to $20. I know that I purchased like 3 for $45 from a company not too long ago. So I know you can buy them in bulk if you're having issues with the shafts. Yeah, so that is my review on the different tools. This is not a rotary tool. That is a grinder. Sorry, guys. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The one I was most disappointed with is the Chicago flux shaft. This booger right here. Just because it doesn't have a reverse and the pedal is not sensitive in regards to a speed so you can't really control your speed too well. But for polishing stones, sometimes that's an okay thing. It just depends. If it's turquoise, you don't want this. And I'll show you polishing turquoise here in a little bit, but that's it for me with flex shafts. Have a good day.